Scared. Ready?
Yes.
Come on, hurry up, Katie. There you go, good hustle. Down the line. Let's see. 4 and 6. How many is 8? 8, 12. 8 and 6. How many is that? 17. 8 and 6. 17. 12. 10. 14.
The 14.
Oh,
Spar.
41. Okay.
Spar. Because he's
I hear you. We're not going to spar. It's tournament prep. It's tournament prep. We have tournament weekend. Sparring we did Monday.
But no, it was 6
I understand that, baby.
people.
Raise your hand if you're going to the tournament Saturday. You said last night you were. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. No. We're going to do our warm-up and our stretching, ma'am. We're going to do our warm-up and our stretching. We're going to let people go into tournament do their tournament kata first. Hand weapons. Okay, so they get that work in. And then if we have time left, we'll do sparring. Okay?
Could you turn this one?
No. Okay. Ready? Joe Jacks, go. Yes, ma'am.
So how good are they?
How are you, Miss Sadie? You were sick.
Good. Oh,
God, you healed rather quickly.
well, better.
Now, jump heels. Sebastian, when you're doing your jumping heels, turn your shoulders too. There you go. Now you got it. Okay, same thing. Turn your shoulders. Okay, we'll take that. Come on, Brother. Candy, get your hands up. 10 push-ups. If you're yelled up, 5 for white belts. Go. Keep them good. Jump Jill. Push up. How's your toe, Hope? Same as before. 10 upper belts, 5 for white belts. Good. Keep staying. Hard stretching. Deep, long. You know, the air. Ready? Feet shoulders apart. Too far. Too far. Legs straight, stretch forward. We will have promotions Monday night, this coming Monday. I know that's very fast compared to what we normally do. There's going to be a lot of people that go out of town for Thanksgiving and all that, so we need to get it done quick. Turn to your right. Good stretch, Candy. It's good. Back in the middle. Push your both knees, stay straight. Emma, quit sweeping the floor. Other side. Feet together. Stretch down. Hands on the floor. Side kick stretch. Get those feet right. Is it the top of your foot that's cut hook or the bottom? Okay. Bring that heel in tight. There. Thank you. Good, Peter. Very good. Great. Well, heel in tight. Okay. Very good. Good. It's good, Camden. Good, Jackson. Good, Harrison. Good, Sebastian. Good, Kate. Good. All right. Everybody's been good except for the green belt. I'm like, what? No, I'm just. You're always back up. Turn to your right side. Heel up. Slide that foot forward as far as you can. Try to put your chest on your knee. Yes, ma'am.
I think I was also do one possible project.
Oh, you already told me that. Hope and Sebastian.
Hot dog man.
Sebastian was a Timmy Morgan from Stranger Things, and Hope was Poison Ivy. Back in the middle.
So many results for the health class.
Well, yes,
Fancy you wear the costume.
I do. And I'm kind of the same predicament I was with that as I was last year with the pumpkin contest. I don't agree, but I stay out of it. So I'll announce that in the class.
Who did you get that for?
Not want to say, that's why I get other people to vote,
You
the
should have.
judge.
Was it Mr.
In the back in the middle.
Shane?
Back in the middle. Go to the other side. I had some of the pumpkin contest last year that I thought was absolutely wonderful. And, not that I didn't think the ones who won weren't good. I did, I thought they were very good. But I thought some of the others were more clever. Just put out, far forward. Far forward as you can. Hold straight, just forward walk. Back in the middle. Montana, stay with it, girl. We come up. Feet together. Stretch forward. Good. Come up. All right, if you are going to the tournament, or you might be going to the tournament, bow, push, and come on that wall over there, please. Everybody else, bow out and come all the way back here behind me too.
You're not going to the tournament back here.
If y'all feel like y'all need a stretch, like just try stretching standing up.
Okay. Let's, oh, hang on, I'm gonna. You don't have to wait with it, okay? Swing past it, maybe. All right, so here's what you're gonna do, if you don't mind, please. You're gonna be judges. Miss Carrie, will you come up and judge, please, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be judges for the, pretend judges for pretend tournament.
What about my mom? She's a black belt.
Your mom's not in there.
Go get her. She's in the car.
If your mom is a black belt, then your mom knows how this goes. Okay? I'll give you one already, ma'am.
Okay.
So, watch, how you're not going, Gabby? Keep going, okay. Watch how they go into the ring. Now, we're gonna do all three parts of tournament competition. We're gonna do empty hand forms, we're gonna do weapons forms, and then here in a few minutes, we're gonna do some sparring, okay? So, the way this will work, you can pretend, okay? I have some, but we'll pretend.
Will you look in my internal closet right there and get 3 of the judging boards, the whiteboard? And, markers and everything like that?
Okay, so what'll happen is, we're just gonna pretend they're one division, because all these kids are in the same group. Normally, you would have 2 different divisions here. How old are you?
8.
8, 8 or just 8? How old are you? 8, how old are you? They would potentially be in the same division, he may be in a division up because he's not. Depends on where the tournament splits, it just depends. But she's a brown belt, she's shooting by herself. White belts and yellow belts compete together. They're going to perform their kata. You give them a score from 1 to 10 based on how well you do. And if you add a decimal at the end of it, you can think of it like a grade for school. Okay, it's a 100-point scale. So she's going to hand out some whiteboards here. Yep. Thank you, ma'am. And markers. And we're going to show, and I hope everybody at home is watching, paying attention to this. Thank you. You check it for me, make sure they work. They do this out over time. And then they pause it for a long time. Thank you. Do we have a bat name in there? Okay, you get a cheeky one.
Sorry, I tried.
All right, so this is the way we typically do it. The first score you give, right in the upper right-hand corner, in small numbers. Okay, that's a reminder before you give the first person. In big numbers, you put it on the board, and then you would show it to the scorekeeper. You can be the scorekeeper. Okay, so you'll just show it to her, and she'll write it down on the sheet. They'll have a sheet, and they'll put your score down on the sheet. All right, does everybody understand how this works? You can say no. All you gotta do is do your title.
Yes, for the first one. And then that just reminds you, so that way, if the next person you feel like did a little
Yes,
bit
sir.
better, you know what you give the first person, so you can
Yes,
give
sir.
them like, so like if you give the first person a 19-2, you can give the second.
Pretend
person
it's
a
14.
4. Reggie, just
So
write
you-
down the scores.
yes.
So we're gonna do introduction.
Do your introduction so it's as realistic as possible, because all these white belts have never been the ones, so they need to see it and learn. Okay? All right, go. And I will kind of coach you guys through it. Y'all are the guinea pigs, I'm sorry, for all the parents who may be watching.
Judges, my name is Sadie Hobson. My style is most crack riding. With your permission, may I begin?
So, there you go. Yep, somebody gotta say yes.
Us. Hoseki!
Okay, so y'all gonna give her a score. The score is anywhere from 0 to 10. Now, I'm gonna tell you the kind of the standard. For senior belts, you start about an 8. Okay, for white belts, yellow belts, you start about a 7. I always start with underbelts. Me personally, the first person comes up, gets a 7.5, I don't care how good it is, because it's just a starting point. Okay, if it's senior belts, where I see there's only just 4 or 5 in the division, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, because positive affirmation. You want those kids to see a good high score. So I mean, if there's only 4 in the division, I may start with a 9.0. But you have to create a bracket that you can fit all the competitors in. So if I start with a 7.5, and that happens to be the best one of that division, that means everybody else is gonna be less than that. Here's the real problem. If this one comes up and I give her a 7.5, okay, and the next one comes up and they are not nearly as good, how far do I have to drop that kid to fit them all in there? If I have a ring with 10 kids in it, I'm gonna go all the way to a 6.5. See? So I gotta leave room for all the rest of them. And even if I drop to a 6.5, I've gotta hope that all those other kids fit in that range, or this lady's a lot better than her. So if I get one that comes up and I'm like, dang, that's gonna be hard to beat, of course I'm gonna go up, right? So you gotta weigh all those factors in there. The point that I'm making is when you go to tournaments, it's not easy to keep all that straight. And the biggest thing you gotta worry about, what's the biggest thing? It ain't what's happening on the floor, it's mommy and daddy complaining. That's a fact, okay? Little Junior did better than that kid. Well, Little Junior didn't know how to turn his foot, Little Junior didn't knock his leg out in the stance, and, you know, you can spend all day explaining all the technical things. They just saw Little Junior and thought Little Johnny would beat all the end all. So, you gotta keep that range where it's at least defensible. Easy, right? And that's not. Yeah, I do every time, yes, ma'am. Okay, all right, back up.
My car's getting party on. Yeah, we get.
Yes.
When you get to your stopping points at the end of each count, be rigid. Okay, you kind of, as you get there, you kind of get loose, not stay tight the whole time, okay? So for everybody who's not going to this tournament, our next tournament is 3 months from now, so that's a long time to prepare. We won't do a tournament again until the third weekend of February. So, end of February, we're ahead, yes, ma'am? President. Good tournament series, all right? Yep. Yep. Okay, done, close. Now, when I line them up in class, we line up by rank. Okay, that's just traditional Japanese karate. But in tournaments, what they'll do is they'll shuffle their cards or chips or registrations, whatever they've got, and they'll put them in random order. Unless it's the Crestview tournament. Hang on just a minute, get your weapon, yes. At the Crestview tournament, Ms. Howard, who's the tournament director, when you register, you go on the slip. Whatever order you register in, that is your order when you compete. So, she's got a great system worked out. Go ahead.
My name is Ted Dodge, who I represent Boulder Track Karate by College Kill Company, Alabama.
Yes.
confused. You really don't have all? Okay, you don't quote. Every time somebody competes, I don't care if they're one of our students or from another school. Every time somebody goes, you applaud. You clap for everybody. And I want you to think about this, okay? Sebastian's our guinea pig for this question, all right? How nervous are you right now? Very. Now, you think you're more nervous here, or are you gonna be more nervous when you actually compete Saturday? Yes. Do you get nervous when you compete?
Yes, sir.
She gets very, like, she gets bad nervous. You get nervous when you compete?
Shake.
Everybody does. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, it's not really a secret. So do I. Everybody gets nervous when they compete, okay? That's one of the great benefits of doing it, because it helps you learn how to cope with that, it helps you learn how to overcome that. So, you think about that. That next kid is just as nervous. The next kid is just as nervous. Let me ask you something. What if that kid's never been taught how to do this? Yes. Very nervous. What if their class doesn't do pretend tournaments? He doesn't know how to do all of these things. Right? You got to think about that. Cheer for people. Support them. Good. Did we finish with this morning? I'll talk to them. What's good? Listen, hold on, go back. Okay, when you come and go through the ring, back up. You did this the other day, and I thought we'd fix this. Don't go inside the ring until you bounce. Stay outside the ring, go behind the ring this way. Like when you start to go in, go that way, then stop, bounce in the ring, and then go. Same thing when you come out. Okay? Come to the corner, bow, push, and then go outside the ring to the next person. Okay? Alright? Move here. Outside the ring. Here. You're gonna walk on the edge outside. Okay? Come to the middle. Bow. Just like bowing in the dojo. Now you go in. Bow. Good. Now, the only thing you need to tell them is your name.
My name is Sebastian Whitbride.
Hold on. What's this? Strong. Say it again.
My name is Sebastian Whitbride.
Say it again. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you're proud of it.
My name is Sebastian Whitbride.
Good. I like that. Okay. Then you just need to ask them, can you start? May I begin? Can I start? Can I do my thing? Whatever they can say. Ask them.
May I begin?
What if they said, may I do my thing? I'd have been like, over the moon proud of you. Okay.
Yes.
That's right. When you're ready, you can start. There's nothing to wait for, you go. I'm not here. You gotta feel like I'm not even here. It's you and them, buddy. So now, Pastor Ashton, let me say this, Katie, there's a couple of things I want to work with you on your kata, but let me say this about you. I like your style. I like the way you do that kata. When you're in position and when you get to freeze, you mean freeze. Now you're locked in, that's good. Just a little more speed, just a tiny bit more speed. And it is a little slow. You got good power, good ki. See, we had this talk about ki the other day, right? And that's good. Your ki added so much to your kata. It really does make it seem so much stronger. So, good job. Now, so once this, go ahead with your group. Once the scorekeeper gets the scores. Okay.
May I make one note real
Yes,
quick?
ma'am.
Sebastian, when you, bow and you're done in the center of the ring, you need to back up. Don't ever turn away from the judges. So back up till you're outside the ring, bow one more time, and then you can walk off, okay?
Thank you. I was already looking at you. I didn't notice you doing that. If you're adding and dividing, it's not how it's done.
Just suck at that. Count on my fingers.
34.4, that's one. You can add it, you can calculate it. She needs to learn how. So here's how, what you're doing here is fine, because you may need that later. So go through each judge and find their highest score, put a 10 beside it. Okay, their highest score, put a 10 beside it. Okay, now you add that up, put that over here. No, just the things you just wrote down. And now find the next highest score for this one, you put a 6. Next highest score for that one, you put a 6. All right, now find the third highest score in each one, put a 3. Compare how many points they have. Okay. Now, I'm glad this happened. I didn't say this to begin with, but we've got a tie. We've got a tie for third place. You're not supposed to have a tie. The reason we have a tie is because you give the same score twice. Okay? You're not supposed to give the same score twice. I didn't say that. That's good though, because you see why we don't give the same score twice. Because you're trying to avoid that tie. Now here's where what you did before comes into help. You can find, and see, they're still, when you average them, they're still the same point, right? So go back and between those two competitors, see who has the highest score most often. It's still a tie. So you've got a 3-way tie. So what would happen at that point, when you use up all of your tiebreakers, you would have them come back up again, and they would compete again, and then what would happen is, this puts everybody on the spot, I like it because it puts you on the spot. You have those two kids come up and compete, or adults. After they compete, Stephen and, Sadie, lay down your post, please. Okay, we're just gonna pretend like you two guys just finished the runoff, okay? So you just finished the runoff, bow to the ring, come stand right here. Okay, just come in the middle of the ring. You know, one on one side, one on the other. Okay, what would happen, like that, face the judges, face the judges. What would happen is the judges would all stand up and they would say call, and you would point to the one you thought won the tiebreaker. So that's how that would work. So it's a visual, everybody gets to see it. Okay, so, it's a honesty thing is what it is. Thank you, Glenn, thank you, those. Now, I'll say this, good job, everybody. Really, listen, you may not have world-class kata because you're kids and underbelts, but the fact that you're up here going as hard as you're going is amazing. In fact, we got 4 kids up here and they're all 4 going that hard. That's really good. So what does that mean for you guys when you compete? Go hard. Go hard. Are you gonna make moves every once in a while? You gonna make moves every once in a while? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even the adults do every once in a while. So you can't worry about that. If you go hard, make good deep stances, ki, you're going to do well. I have never told a student, you go to turn this weekend, you are absolutely going to win. No doubt. Because there's too many things that can happen. You get up there, you get nervous, you turn the wrong way, and all of a sudden you're lost, or some world-class person from Germany or Ireland comes probably strong in Europe right now, comes to this tournament, and all of a sudden you gotta fight against that guy or compete against that guy, and what do? You do your best. So as long as you're doing your best, I'm going to be happy. As happy as I can. Anyway, all right, weapons. So go ahead and erase all of that. Thank you. Okay, and let's reverse it since you went first last time. We'll let Stephanie go first this time. Sir, y'all can bow and go back over to the group, yes. That, Ms. Jason, that whole group would start to find your quietly. Nobody should talk with Ms. Jason. Come on, how do you help her?
Did you borrow gear and put it back, or you found it after class? Yes. What is, make sure you got the door.
Helmets in hands, and what about the feet and letting up?
What is the lyrics in the hat on, like, on? And do you go to that one again?
Yes, if you have your own gear, go get it, buddy. I said you could lay it down, not flash it on the floor. That is not laying down your weapon. Wait, good
Hi, my name is Sadie Hoss, and my style is Mochi Kai Karate. With your permission, may I begin? Yes.
That's your spacing. You do not want to smack a judge in the head with a glove.
Here come the needle!
especially if you left something forward, you're not walking that. You gotta walk in place. That's very easy, when a knee wobbles, that's easy to see in that front stand, okay? That's really the only thing that I've seen. Again, you did have one technique on your uppercuts, where it came around this way, instead of straight up, but I can tell you've been working on it. Sorry. Yes, just like that. That's how it's done. It's a pretty simple process, and as long as everybody refrains from repeating scores, which as much as you've been in tournaments, you know that always happens at some point. I don't know why people can't understand that. You guys understand because I didn't tell you. I'm glad that it happened because it's a good example. So, I'll say this too. You should really use your phone here, listen. So you guys are kind of like, I'm talking to the camera, I'm talking to you. Figure as you go to these your feet. One of the tournaments I went to earlier this year, I'm not gonna say which one the people were, but when I saw who I was partnered with in the ring, I thought, oh good, senior belts. People who have been around for years, and I know who these people are. And this literally happened to me. Center referee in the ring, and both of them turned in and went, where do you start your scoring at? I know you've been doing karate for 30 years, man. What in the world? These are like 4 5th degree, some of them 6th degree black belts. Oh, I'm on another planet now. So don't ever think, I guess I'm talking to you two more than them, don't ever think that just because somebody's got 19 stripes on their belt, they're confident. Because they're not. It's easy to see, and you kind of picked up on this in Crestview, I know. Guys walking around like this, and they ain't doing no judging, and, you know, red belts and all kind of things, and I see one guy had a red belt with big white stripes around it. That is literally called a Grandmaster belt. And, it's comical. Except for, to me, it gives all karate a bad image, and that's frustrating. So, it seems as I get older and I do this longer, the group of us who are actually knowledgeable about the process and what things are supposed to be like gets smaller and smaller. And maybe it's just because we all know each other and we trust, I don't know what's creating that, but it's okay, thank you ma'am. If you'll just stay right there, slide back a couple paces. If y'all would just push your chairs back, I'm gonna let you do it. Sneak up on me like that, ma'am. Yes.
Oh, can I?
But everybody
Someone
do
can
it, not
understand.
one
There
turn.
we go.
Ma'am, can you fight me?
Yeah.
That's not tournament fighting, baby. No, we're done with those.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this time, if you will, you're gonna be standing up. Thank you, ma'am. Logan. Oh, perfect. You're gonna run the ring.
Sorry.
Thank you. Or I can let Miss Terry run the ring, there's 3 of them.
Logan, Mr. Logan.
So, reason, I was going to, I hope that there's gonna be a bunch of parents back there so I can bring everybody in and let them see how this is done. Probably should have announced that on Facebook or something, saying, hey, if you want to see how this is done, come do it. So if y'all don't want to do this, feel free to say so. Okay, so if one of you will stand here, and the other one will stand over in that opposite corner. Okay, let's let Miss Carrie run the ring. She knows how to do this. Now, I'm going to explain to you what our point is. This is going to take about 5 minutes because it's a lot of explanation. We're going to wear the helmet. The helmet, the foam part of the helmet's a target, okay? You can like this. Anything from the belt up in front of the arms is a target. In other words, if they get to the side and they do this, that still counts, okay? Anything in front of the body, belt up, except for the throat. That's not a target. So, what counts as a point, and that's what you're doing, you're calling points. has to be a legitimate martial arts technique, it has to be a legitimate strike. It can be a reverse punch, it can be a back fist to the head, it can be this way, okay? You can come on the top, do this way. You cannot do this way. Hello, anybody home? Right? Open hand, this way, no. Okay? In other words, in your mind, if it could cause an injury to a person, if you really threw it, it counts. Okay? This does not count. You can't hurt somebody like that, right? But if I do this, that would count. Okay? For kids division, there's no face contact. You can't touch anything in here. Okay? So no face contact. Every group has their own rules to some degree. Most everybody's very similar. There are schools that say if you do this to the face mask, that still counts as face contact. There are some that say as long as you don't hit hard enough to push the mask into the face, it's okay. Hey, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. Come on in, join the fun.
Awesome. I was watching you.
Yeah. I meant to announce this on Facebook to everybody, and I forgot it, 'cause I'm stupid. Same thing with kicks, okay? Now, if I throw a good back fist, but it's at the end of my reach, and I barely can touch him, that does not count, okay? Because I can't really land it, right? So it is literally judge's discretion. If you think that's valid, you call it, okay? The center referee is charged with the responsibility of saying, no, that's not legal, okay? However, even most of that is discretionary, okay? A center referee, because people forget, this term doesn't allow face contact, this one does, that one does, so they forget. So this the center referee is responsible for going, and if you call that, go, hey, remember, face contact's not legal, and they go, oh yeah, we're one of those terms, okay? So then you go, okay, another point. Now, when the center referee calls stop, anybody can call stop. Any of the referees can call stop. So if you see something that lands and you think that's a legitimate striking technique that lands, you can say stop! Like that. Okay, really loud. Okay? Really doesn't matter what you say. Hey, you can do that, doesn't matter. Okay? Just be loud so the center referee hears you. Okay? Then they'll stop, and then they'll reset the competitors, and they'll call the point. Right? So the biggest, well, there's so many issues that come up with this. Remember that it's judge's discretion. Here's the last important part. Find position. Okay? If I hit her, okay, is that a point? What do you think? What do you think? Did it land? You're the only one that can see it. Did it land?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I saw it. It looked like it was.
It looked good.
It looked good.
Like,
Did you
I
see
know
it?
you're not really gonna hit her though, so
No, no, no.
we're pretending.
Can you see that fist touch her?
No,
Oh, not right there,
Right. If you don't see it,
Okay.
you can't call it.
Okay.
So even though she sees it, she knows that landed, she can go, stop, call point. This means no point. This means I didn't see it. This is a clash, which means they hit each other at the same time. So there's a lot of ways it can go. You don't have to remember all those different variations, just go no point. I'm saying it's no point, okay? And be prepared, because some parents are gonna be, that was obvious, he hit it. It doesn't matter what they say. You call what you call. A few years back, I was judging a tournament, and I had a parent absolutely lose his mind. His kid kept getting kicked like that, okay? To me, that's the rib cage. Where did he hit you at? To me, that's the rib cage. He was screaming, they're kicking him in the back! And just lost his mind. I thought it would be me and him, okay? You gotta shut all that out. You just gotta do what's fair for the kids. What's fair, not what's popular, okay? So, all right, give me 2 5. Come on, say it. Come on, my man. Don't get a look on your face. If you would, sir, come right here. You're gonna follow the corner. You got one.
Nicole still doesn't know what she's doing.
No. You're, okay, look at the cards on the thing right there. Make sure they're flipped over to 0.
They don't have a zero.
these cards, they don't have a zero.
Guess what? Yeah, you're right, you mentioned it.
Please.
My bad, my bad. All right, you're ready.
All right, bow to each other,
Us.
bow to me. Wait, who's red? Us, shake hands,
Sadie's gonna be red. Oh, you go.
ready?
It's red and white. Sadie's gonna be red.
All right, fighting stance. Go. Stop. Judge's call.
Like red goes.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you call, hold it up, let her count them. So whichever way you thought, man, hold it.
Red one.
Okay?
Okay, red point.
Okay, hold on, count them. 1, 2, 3, is that right? Okay, now, for me as a center referee, this is what I do, because you know how fast I go, right? And I tell all my judges the same thing. When I call for point, you need to call right then, because if you hesitate, I'm not calling it.
Okay.
Okay, I did that in I think it was either Crestwood or Panama City. And I went, I'm not calling that, because I went point, and the guy went. And I went, nope, not calling it. Okay, because I want to make sure that judge is not being influenced by what they see from somebody else. I probably do it a lot, just don't realize it. You gotta understand, I don't mind being in charge. I'll tell them in a heartbeat, that's not gonna fly. So, that's why most tournament directors are like, you sure did? Yeah, I did.
All right, reset. Go. Stop. Call. Okay, point for white. Reset. Go.
Stop.
All right, judges call.
Not enough.
Okay, not enough.
You got two this way, one
All
that way.
right, reset. Go. Stop. Judges call. Okay, no, not enough. Reset. Go. Stop. Judges call. Montana, point. Reset. Go. Oh, stop. Judges call. No. Okay.
Time. So let me explain this to you. They obviously hit each other when they went across, right? The difference to me is Sadie was attacking, right? So because she was attacking and landed, and Montana's strike was central defensive, to me, that has a lot more value. So I'm gonna give that to this competitor, simply because they're creating the action, right? That's called ring control, or learn how to control a fight. And that's just the way I do it. Go ahead.
Okay, reset. Go. Stop. Call.
2-2.
And I give it to her.
Oh, you
So,
did? Okay.
Uh,
Let's 2 that way, 2 that way in clash.
oh,
Two-
was it
2 in
two?
clash.
Okay. Reset. Go. Stop. There's call.
Only call for one.
Okay. And I feel like that was, okay. Reset. Go. Stop. Judges call. Point for red. Reset. Go. Stop. Judges call.
Richie, how many points?
3. With 3.
Okay, no point. 2, 1, can't see, flash. Reset. Go. Stop. Judges call. 3, 4, white.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, good fight. Good fight. You got it. It's good. So, here's what you can't see. Right, when they're fighting, how many times did she punch you in the ribcage? Because, just kind of show it. They would both come in back fist and kind of clash, but every time she's landing this. Every time. And you're not looking for that. Yeah, I know, you're good. So what is, if it's easy to see this, right? So inexperienced judges, and I don't mean you guys, because y'all are no experienced judges, but inexperienced judges, attorneys like brand new black belts, people who don't do it a lot, you have to watch that they're headhunting, okay? So this is just one of those things that I've learned over the years. When I see something like that, when I see a kid land a good reverse punch, when I call the point, I'll go, call! And then when everybody makes their call, I'll say, good reverse punch. In other words, I'm acknowledging, yes, that was good, especially if nobody else saw it, right? Because that helps those judges go, I need to look at that too. Because you don't get a lot of, you really don't get a lot of experience judges anymore. That's the way it is. Ma'am? It is, it's very sad, I found. Oh, it's good, good job, good fight, girls, both of y'all, good fight. Hey, next time, use the whole ring. Yeah, not just this one area. We could have literally put you in the front seat of my truck, y'all could have fought there. No, go sit down. Go sit in my truck. All right, give me two more fighters, give me two more. I love this, y'all are king. All right, Gabby, Hope, come on. Did you have your hand in the first time, Gabby? You're showing off your dad, I see what's going on here. What we're gonna do, since we get some more kids in here, we only got 5 minutes, let's do 1 point range, okay?
Out of each other?
Miss Sadie, take point, oh, thank you.
Let's shake hands.
Okay, it's gonna be ready, thank you. Miss Stacy.
All right, fighting stance.
Yeah!
All right, go. Stop.
Reset. When she calls stop, reset.
Judge's call. Okay, no.
Good. Remember, face is not target.
Reset, go. Stop. Are you set? Judge's call. All right, point for a red.
Right now. So let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Center referee should be mobile.
Oh,
I like for the corner referees to be mobile. Some tournaments tell you not to. That they tell the corner referees to be still. When the fighters were moving like that, they were actually moving. They were actually moving, see? And they got to hear me talk about it the first time. You can literally do this. So that, because they'll get crossed over that way or another. So instead of trying to remember who's red, who's white, just do like that and point your finger to the first. So that's an easier way to kind of keep up with it. Good fight, girls. Good fight. Do 2 more. You take the point. Take it. All right. Okay. All right. Come on. No, that's brother. No, I'm not doing it.
Jason wants to fight.
Oh, okay. All right, you're next. Why you got a look on your face? Sit
All right,
down.
either side, on either side, over here.
Where's the flag? Yes, where's my
Out
flag?
of each other. Out of me. This, shake hands. All right, fighter stance.
Go.
Go. All right, stop. All right, reset. Judge's call.
Red.
2, I can see, okay. Reset. Fighter stance.
Yeah!
Go.
Stop.
Okay, reset. Judge's call. Are you pointing to him? Yeah. Okay. 2, and I couldn't see it, okay. Fighter stance.
Yeah!
Go. Okay.
Stop.
Okay, judge's call. Yeah, stop, okay.
Wait a minute, you call stop, you call class, what are you?
Because
It's okay.
Remember, we're not hitting in the face, okay? No hitting in the face. Okay. Fighter stance.
yeah!
Go. Red, okay, red point.
Good.
All right, shake hands, bow to each other.
Ma'am? I didn't notice it, but now, she just brought up a good point. Hang on, boys. If you have one that, because she said, well, she wasn't designed, but she couldn't tell I couldn't either. If you have one that does this, okay, that's a blind attack. Good. One more fire, I have time for one more. Come on, Miss Jason, get in here. Pick up fire. Come on! Yes, ma'am. All right, so while they're getting set, any of the parents who kind of came in at the end of this and see what we're doing, working with the parents, teaching them how this is done, if you want to come in for the adult class and try this, we're going to do it again in adult class too.
Shake hands. Right stance. Alright, go.
Smart group for one. Ho!
Stop!
Reset. Judge's call.
Red.
Okay, 2 and 2 and no C, okay. Right stance. Go. Alright, stop! Judge's call. Red, white, okay. Reset. Ready? Go!
Stop. If they both go out the ring, reset it.
Okay.
Yep. If one's out of the ring, they can keep fighting.
Fighter stance. Go. Stop. Judge's call. Red. Couldn't see it. So 3 for red, it's point red. Alright,
Good.
shake hands.
Good. All right, everybody go ahead and line up. Parents, thank you. So, important lessons learned about how hard it is for after judge tournament. That's important to me because the biggest problem I was telling them before you came in is the parents. Parents complaining. Well, the parents are complaining because they don't understand because really happening in the ring. It's difficult.
Hey, what's up, Chris girl?
I got asked to do a basketball tournament. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people were yelling in my face.
Well, luckily at karate, if that happens, I go, oh, you need to leave, right? All right, very good. Thank you, everybody. Oh, back here. All right. I hope that was informative for everybody who was watching.